Ahoy, and welcome to the Object 7772 Service Guide, where I will explain how this vehicle works and how to apply it on the battlefield. Now let's get right into it.
Бой начинается.
Object 7772 can be classified as a breakthrough heavy tank. When it comes to its armament, it boasts a 122mm with 440 alpha and great penetration values, relatively decent at its tier. However, for such firepower, the accuracy greatly suffers. It's not the most accurate vehicle, and aiming takes pretty long time to do. Alongside that, the reload takes also longer relative to its other counterparts. The gun offers an elevation arc of 18 degrees and minus 6 degrees, somewhat standard for a Soviet heavy tank. Mobility-wise, Object 7772 is speedy. With a base top speed of 40 kilometers per hour and really decent engine power, it gets to places without issue. Hull traverse speed is average. Do note, however, that the turret traverse speed is a bit sluggish as well, so watch out for that. Armor is certainly interesting. While not offering very confident protection, the main thing that keeps Object 7772 sturdy is the combination of mobility, armor, and size. Object 7772 is surprisingly very low profile for your average heavy. Combine that with a distinct lack of large weak spots on the turret, and you get a small heavy that is tough to penetrate, given that you don't give the enemy a chance to aim where they want. While the enemy may not be able to easily hide or prevent you from hitting their weak spots, you can do exactly that with few wiggles and movements to prevent cupola shots and hugging the enemy so they cannot shoot your hull. Recon is nothing special, with 380 meters of view range. 850 meters of radio range is good enough to give you info on the map. Equipment goes like this. I recommend a choice between three setups: improve hardening, turbocharger, and gun rammer if you really feel like you want to be in the opponent's face a whole lot. Second one switches the gun rammer for a stabilizer if you feel like you've been missing a lot of shots and you want to improve that. And lastly, switching on the first slot again for a rotation mechanism if you found it tough keeping your gun on your opponents and your hull in front of them as well. Alternatively, you can switch your setup with these pieces of equipment. These pieces of equipment see rare use, and the remainder are incompatible with the vehicle. Perks go as following. On the commander, mentor first, repairs second, brothers in arms third. On the gunner, repairs first, brothers in arms second, and snapshot as third. On the driver, same first two perks, but smooth drive as third. And on the loader, again the same first two perks, but intuition as third. As for fuel modifications, I recommend left, left, both, depending on your preference, and left. The category on the second equipment slot is dependent on your equipment setup. However, if you have a turbocharger, I recommend going for mobility. So what is Object 7772? It is a small breakthrough heavy with a big, cumbersome gun, excellent mobility, and decent armor to boot. It really likes being close to its enemies, and using its mobility, armor, and size can be quite tough to destroy at set distance. And that's it. I hope I made your decision easier when it comes to purchasing Object 7772 for your hard-earned tokens from the Battle Pass. And as usual, I'll see you around.